What internet marketing expert should you spend your valuable time listening to? Listen to someone who has over 20 years of web marketing experience and hundreds of website marketing success stories. That man is Aaron Sparks from Site Strategics. And this is Edge of the Web Radio.
Jumping right into it, we have an article from Ken Lyons at Search Engine Watch that we wanted to bring to the show and talk specifically about one particular pillar inside of search engine optimization. The search engine optimization, if you don't know, is the ability to raise the value of your website in conjunction, in perspective of other sites inside the Google algorithm. And Google's paying attention to a number of factors, and one of those is the inbound kind of online credit score that your site would have. They pay attention to it, that inbound value, because you can't control it inside the site. These are all links that are coming to your website. There's a lot of other factors inside of inbound references, like citations. Doug's going to talk about that a little bit later on. But a former member of Matt Cutt's search quality team. Matt Cutt is the web spam manager of Google. He is king. He is the man inside there. One of the former members there said getting a link from a high PR page, and that's how they were used to rank value inside of the Google algorithm. It used to be always valuable, but today it's more the relevance of sites themes in regards to yours. So relevance is the new PR. So let's talk about this for a second.
And by PR, they mean page rank.
Page rank, exactly. Yeah. So, I mean, now, the importance of on-topic links and contextual relevancy is really nothing new. But it's statements like that say relevance is the new page rank. There's emphasis on the new in that. Shows that the aggressive Google algorithm is continually refreshing and updating, but the evolution of search engine result behavior make it clear that Google has and likely will continue to dial up the importance of domain and document level type of link relevancy. So what's relevant? Whenever you're dealing with links coming in, you can still have links from other types of sites that have nothing to do with you, because they still have an authority. But if you have some links from some sites that are smack dab in the same market sphere that you are, or market share that you are, or something that's at least adjacent, there's a dialogue that you're having from these sites to coming in and actually making a vote of validation for your site, right?
And we should warn that the links from bad sites can do damage as well.
Absolutely. And the turn of the wheel happened last year about this time, a little bit, about March 20, about this
April,
time. April. Where Penguin, they named it their algorithm with certain animal names, and Penguin was that. There was a lot of link spam that was out there that was superficially lifting up a lot of sites, and people were paying for these links. They were paying. They had some just non-relevant links, because they're just bidding on the number of the links, and a lot of people got smacked down. And so anyway, why
continue to be?
Why dial? Absolutely, and they keep on updating that algorithm. They just had one 2 weeks ago. So why dial up relevancy? Well, link relevancy helps determine trust of a particular website, deciphers the topic or context of a target document from the outside looking in. It delivers relevant information in the right context, I should say, and also helps sort out link spam. So as Google places more value on the link relevancy, so should you. Trouble is that link profiles are littered with irrelevant links. So the link anchor text, and that's the actual text in the link, may be relevant, but all of the links that are off-topic domains are faking the relevancy. You may have, Indiana SEO as a link text for us, for example. But if we have a site that has a theme about kittens with mittens, that's never going to get old. I'm just telling you. Then there's no contextual relevancy. There's no reason why I would have a link from that site over to our own site. Okay, so links from irrelevant domains aren't bad. But
they can be.
They could,
Yeah.
because they still pass trust and authority. But having irrelevant links it's part of a natural type of diverse linking pattern. But if you have a large amount of I mean, if you're looking at percentages of non-contextual links, you can still look at 10-20% because it's going to be a natural process. I mean, you can pick up links and you're not soliciting them. It's going to still be there.
Right. Yeah. If you think from Google's eyes too, if you have links that are all relevant, that's suspicious to them because you're going to have links that are not relevant.
Absolutely.
I always tell people it's a conversation, right?
Yeah.
That's what they're focusing on and it's not unlike you're in the middle of a room, right? You want people are going to talk about you and people are going to talk about you that are in your business and some that aren't in your business. Now, the ones that are talking about you in your business are a little bit more valuable because they're more relevant to, whatever kind of work that you're doing. But it's the same here. Google's trying to keep an eye on the internet as that conversation, and they want to make sure that conversation is talking about you on relevant topics. And the more people are talking about you, the higher you're going to rank.
That's right. If you to keep that analogy going, if you have a lot of people talking about you that don't even know you, but they're saying your name, it looks fabricated. I mean, that's So
or if they're also talking about
payday loans.
Yeah, payday loans, credit repair,
pills and porn.
Yep, pills and porn. Yep, yeah.
If you have a link with payday loans, pills, or porn, you can stay away from those.
Yeah, exactly.
The 3 Ps.
We try not to go there anyway, but I mean, that's a good rule of thumb. Hey, you're listening to Edge of the Web Radio. We're talking about what Google is looking for in links coming to your site, and it has to do with relevant sites. So, however, if all of
to Tom's point, I mean, the thing with that is, it's why you got to pick a partner right. So if you have an SEO guy that and there's a lot of them out there, right?
Oh, yeah.
If you do Google searches for link building or ranking, there's a lot of people out there that will place your links right next to those bad links.
Yep.
And so you're going to do more damage than you're going to do good. The companies like yours, what they're looking for is those relevant outlets that you want people to make mention of you. So you do things that help that.
Yeah, when I'm building links, I try to focus on when I'm building a link, if Google didn't exist, would I want my link to be there?
That's a great perspective.
If it doesn't make sense for my link to be there and Google didn't exist, why have it? So
is it good for your audience? Does the audience benefit from that? Absolutely, and you have to look at the audience of that particular target website. I got some tactics that we want to share with people of how to actually build some good links. One of them is creating an authoritative guide. Okay.
Yep.
Publishing an authoritative guide is not a new link-based content tactic by any means, but it is very effective. The key is to create a quality guide that not only is information-rich at the expert level, but topically aligns with your niche and your general theme of your website. So, if we were, you were just mentioning just a minute ago about you have an old list of 25 top SEO tools. Well, absolutely, it lands smack dab inside of your entire theme of your website, Doug.
Right.
But and that's where you can actually reach out from that guide and say, hey, we are linking to you. Would you like to have a link?
Yeah.
Can you give us a link to our own guide? Investing in the design of that is to make sure that your guide is remarkable and definitely helps gain traction as well.
Well, you see, that's and I think that's an important thing because link building has a mysterious kind of good side and bad side, and a lot of people look at it as soon as you say link building, they cringe. A lot of people do because insiders to the SEO industry think that you're doing something bad.
Right.
What you're talking about here is you're talking about creating worthy content
on your own site.
Right. That's going to entice people on another site to link to that.
That's right.
And I always think that that's not really link building. That's just great marketing.
No, you're creating
link earning.
Link earning. I like that. Oh, that's a lot better. Link earning.
And so we're a couple points of link earning is you get this.
There you go.
I'm saying, all right, we're
going with that.
We're going.
Man, you're so much better than John.
I just flow knowledge.
And that's the thing is you build this content out there,
Yeah.
and then you mention these different authorities by
Right.
name inside social media.
Absolutely.
And they'll pick up, and they'll even say, hey, we were mentioned on this company's website as an authoritative tool. Another tactic is tightly themed infographics. Okay, Doug, your team is great at developing infographics, and infographics are a scale. They need to be a scalable link tactic. That they may be waning in efficacy right now, but that's a general perspective.
Right.
If if you develop an infographic that's valuable for on-topic links, and the target needs to be very concentrated, industry-related topics. You're not casting a wide net. You're
Exactly.
casting a very narrow net.
It's why we think there's some people that go after memes and they go after kittens with mitten infographics.
Yeah. I'm going to make a website.
Well, it's not relevant to the topics of your site. No. So while it might garner a ton of different attention, it's not going to actually help you rank on the keywords that you need to.
Nope. Industry spotlights, and we'll be real quick on this, but basically finding out who are thought leaders that are inside your market, influencers, experts, and actually talk about them. Actually write an article about them on your site. You're going to earn a link. It's ego stroking, and we know what it is, but it's actually relevant content on your own website, and they'll drop them a note. Hey, we just mentioned you. They may even put it on their site as a link. Hey, we were recently just featured on this website.
Yep, exactly. Yep.
Group interviews as well are fantastic. Publishing a group interview, you go and interview a number of different authorities and bring that home on your own website. Guess what? Everything we're talking about right here, it has to do with link earning. So, real quick edge talk, just to go through this real quick.
Edge talk.
Relevancy is the key. The whole point is topical trust. One of the things you want to do is create an authoritative guide, maybe a tightly themed infographic, and Doug's team can certainly help out in that respect. Create industry spotlights, talking about people and thought leaders. And on top of that, hey, even have a group interview. Those are some great tasks. We're going to have a link onto this story on Edge of the Web. Go check it out because there's some great resources on that page.